Alright. Hello everyone. Welcome back. It is February 4th. Game Dev Daily number 23. Last time we began working on the Spooder enemy. And this session we're probably going to just continue working on that, I reckon. We managed to get it moving, well, just straight downwards, with notably getting the web to follow it and to like tile and stretch, so that was pretty cool. So now we need to get it so that the spider can like notice the player and shoot projectiles. And you know, be something to like actually dodge. So I think let's hop into it. So yeah, just in case you've forgotten, here is what we got done last time. He's a little spider guy, and he just drops straight down. The web rope follows him, and yeah, he just falls through the floor because that's what he does. Now, kind of what I want to do, I want to make it that the spider kind of just like randomly moves up and down a bit. I think it should like drop quickly down, and if it's going back up, it kind of climbs slowly. And then we'll give it kind of random increments of movement. So let's get that working first. We'll get it like working in a neutral state. So let's open up this Spooder script. So currently it just moves directly downwards, but I actually don't want to do this. Every frame I kind of want to have the spider decide what it's going to do next, right? So let's say we'll probably give the spider 2 states. I think is probably a good way to do it. So we can make a private enum called state. And we will give state 2 possible values. So we're going to give state, I want one where it's just called neutral. How do I do this? Well, let me quickly look up enum C# declaration. What am I missing from this? Oh, it's supposed to be a lowercase e. Whoops, my bad. That's all it was. I don't know what the uppercase e is. Apparently it's a, I don't know. System.enum. Anyway, I was looking for the lowercase one. So we want neutral, and we want to have, I think the standard for enums is to capitalize them. So neutral and alert is the 2 values I'm going to have. Spooder.state. This is also meant to be this. And then I declare a private state that is state. Okay, there we go. So these are going to be the states that our spider can have. All right, lovely. All right, and by default, the state, the spider's going to start in the neutral state. Maybe I should call it default. rather than neutral. No, I'll call it neutral. It's fine. I was going to say health is equal to 20, and we're going to say state is equal to state dot neutral. Cool. All right, and now what we want to do is when we're updating our spider, the first thing we want to do is check what state we're in. So we're going to say if state is equal to state dot neutral, then do something else if. Apparently it's complaining about this. Double equals, because I'm dumb. State is equal to state dot alert. All right, and these are going to be the two states our spider can be in, right? Now, what we want to do is, again, I kind of want to randomly decide. What the spider does. So it's going to be based on the height of the spider. So the spider's going to start at the peak of its y-axis, right? And in fact, what I'm thinking of doing as well, I'm thinking of adjusting this to make it so that the spider actually starts a little lower down. Like I'm thinking we start like about here. So it like already starts with the rope kind of descended a bit. I think that'll just look a bit nicer. The problem is I don't know. I think it should still work the same. So here, what we'll do. I love it when the sprite just disappears. That's really cool. We'll have the spider start like here-ish. So it's going to have that much rope to play with. And then we'll make the height. It's probably about 5, 6. Doesn't really matter. I guess 5 should be fine. So that's going to be its starting point. And just to double check, I'm going to play this just to make sure it still doesn't mess with the... Yeah, okay. It's still moving at the correct rate, so that's good. Okay. Now, when we're in a neutral state, we kind of just want to like move up and down randomly and pause. So we're going to, I guess, just randomly decide what we're gonna do. Now, how do I want to go about this? Because basically, you should be able to swap from neutral state to alert state very easily. I guess we just break the delay if that happens. Should probably just start writing and figure it out as we go. But what I'm currently thinking is every fixed update, we're going to run this code. However, I'm a little unsure as to what I want to do. I'm going to have some coroutines involved. I just don't know how I want them involved is the thing. Okay. If I'm in neutral state, then decide what we're going to do. And I'll start with making this random right now. Random.range, which is going to be 0, 2. Var action equals. We need to specifically use the Unity one. Yeah, we want to use the engine random, not the base system one. Cool. Alright. So actions got a random range 0 to 2. Now, if we can have a case for this now. Case, switch. And it's going to be action. Case 0. No semicolon here. One day I won't have to look up how to declare a switch case in C#. I'm just missing semicolons. That's all it was. Oh, not semicolons, sorry, parentheses. Okay, and then the rest is alright. Case 0, we're going to do, stay still. Case 1, move up. And case 2's got to be moved down. So these are kind of the 3 things that the spider can do. Right? Now the question is, how do we get the spider to do that, right? So I'm going to randomly select a number, 0, 1, or 2. Is this inclusive? Min inclusive, max exclusive. Okay. I'll do 1, 4. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's a bit better. Okay, do I need to have a default? No, I think we're fine. Okay, so in case of 1, we're gonna start coroutine. The start coroutine is gonna be, I don't really know what I want to call it. Start coroutine, and be like timer maybe. After the city break. Something like this. And in fact, they're all gonna do. Oh, they're all gonna do this, so I don't even need a switch case. Well, I'm gonna pass in different values though. Is the thing. The parameters we pass into this coroutine are going to be different. And I might call it like delay. And then even then, I kind of want this value to be randomized a bit too. But regardless, we have to write this private enumerator. Delay. Delay is going to accept a float for duration, and also I kind of need a speed vector, so an int. I guess also a float for speed. Okay, and then all we want to do is start moving. We're gonna change our Spooder's speed here. I want to do it in this, right? I still want to move the Spooder in the fixed update is the thing. I probably don't need to pass through the speed in here then. The duration I'll need though. Okay. So this is the duration of the delay. So we probably need some bool that's like waiting. Private boolean waiting. And then at the start of the delay, we say waiting is equal to true. And at the end of the delay, waiting is now false. In fact, that's really all we do here. All we're gonna do here is yield return you wait for seconds duration. This is the whole delay function. It's gonna turn waiting on, it's gonna wait for the duration, and then it's gonna turn waiting off. I could probably do this elsewhere to be honest, but like I could bake this into the fixed update itself. Then I'd probably I think it's gonna work fine here. Okay. Now, in case one, it stays still. So what I'm gonna say to this is, I need vertical speed. I'll just call it speed. Private float. Private float speed. Speed by default's gonna be equal to 0. Health is equal to 20, speed is equal to 0. And then this is the value. No, this is the value I need to change. This needs to be speed. And now the issue is I have to convert this into a vector 3, which can be done pretty easily. I just make it a new vector 3, whatever. It's gonna be 0 speed, 0 translation, 0. And this is just gonna be translation, not translation.y. Move the Spooder. Oh no, I'm just stuck vibing. Okay. Let's focus. If state is equal to state neutral and not waiting. Because if we're waiting, don't do this. However, once we go to alert, it doesn't matter. Actually, it kind of does matter. I could wrap all of this in a waiting thing. Because I'm going to turn the waiting off when we come into range regardless. Like, I'll just manually turn the wait off. Ah, could that cause issues? No, there's a way to stop all coroutines though. Yeah, I can break the coroutines as well. That's fine. Okay, and not waiting. Yeah, I think this is all good. So what I want to do is set speed equals 0. Now, actually, I kind of don't want to do this. I want to have var speed. And actually, I shouldn't use speed. I should say var Actually, no, I absolutely do want speed to equal 0 here. It should not be a random value for whether or not I sit still or not. But the delay is going to be equal to a random number. So it's a random dot range, and this time we're gonna pass in floats, and I'm gonna say the spider can pause for up to, let's say like 0.5f. Can pause from half a second to 2 seconds. Let's go with that. And this is inclusive both sides, yep. So from half a second to 2 seconds, how long it can pause for, and then this is the delay we pass in. Excellent, deleted the closing brace. Okay, and then let's do similar things for these. However, I want to update the ranges. Delay already exists, even though it's in a different case? Really? Is that how that works? Huh? These aren't like separate blocks? Do I have to like declare delay as an int? Or a float? Float delay? And then I have to do like this? That's so strange, if so. That's really weird that I have to do it like that, but okay, sure. Here speed is equal to 0. If we're moving up, speed is gonna equal random.range. Now I know how fast we go at 1. If we're going up, I want it to be pretty slow. So I think I don't want it to go any faster than 1. So that's probably gonna be the max. The min's gonna be like 0.5 maybe. We'll just try that and see how it looks. And then when we are going down, we want to be able to go faster. So I think 2 should probably be the max here, and maybe 1 is the min. So let's try that, huh? And this should already work, I think. So I'm gonna just try running this and see what happens. Probably won't work because I'm dumb, but we'll see. It's going up. It's gone up a little bit. Oh, I kind of want to make it so that it can't choose to do the same thing again. It's never going down, notably, and I think that's because I forgot to use negatives. Move down should be -1 to -2. So that was dumb of me. I also don't want it to be able to choose the same thing twice. Do I want to always alternate between still and up down? I kind of do. I want it to alternate. In which case, I should probably do this different. Oh, it's tough, man. I mean, it's not that tough, but... So I can have a neutral state, and I could also have a moving state. Is there any point? No, I think I just have the neutral state. I just have to handle this. So I probably want like a bool that is like moving. Private bool waiting, private bool moving. And I actually want to make this 1 to 3, and I want to actually completely remove this case. If neutral and waiting, then also check if moving. So basically, if we're moving, then we want to run the code that stays still. Else, if we weren't moving, I'm gonna remove this break. Oh, it wasn't working because I have... Wait, what? Oh, I bet I have delay on the, I bet I have it declared on... No, it's just because I have it here, right? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna dump all of this into the else statement, and then it won't complain. Alright, delays here. This needs to be case 2. This is case 1 now. And delete this. Move up, move down. If moving, do this. So what we're gonna do is... Actually, this is still kind of annoying. Well, maybe not. When we delay, I can just set moving is equal to not moving. Which is, this is just the alternation. Whenever the spider notices you, it will always set moving to false. Set moving to false, it'll set waiting to false, and it will kill all coroutines. I think is the way we do that. Alright, I think this is fine. Let's give this a look. So it should alternate now between sitting still and moving, and it should go up and down randomly. Alright, I mean, it's more or less doing what I want. I want it to drop faster. So I want this to maybe go to like twice as fast, but I want the delay to be short. So I'll make this double, but I'll make the delay half as much. Okay. And then 0.3. And then for moving up, I want it to last longer. So I want to go up to like 4. Like 1, maybe like 1 to 4. And I want the speed to be, I guess the speed's fine. I can make it like 1 to 2. Anyway, we're just tweaking a bunch of values now. Wait, come back, spider. Oh, I did the same thing again where I forgot to give them... Wait, no, I didn't forget to give them negative. Did it just roll positive like 5 times in a row? Yeah, it did. Okay. I mean, look, we've kind of got this to where I want it. There's a few things left to do. I want the delay on waiting to be longer. Maybe like 5 seconds to 2 seconds. And lastly, the last thing I want to do is type a bunch of Q's in. That's exactly what I wanted. What was it? It's moving up and down. Oh, I need to give it like a... I need to give it vertical limits. Now the question is, how do I do that? Initial Y. Yeah, I need to give it like a range. So I'm going to give it a private float called initial height. And in the start, initial height is going to be equal to transform.position.y. Okay, and that's our initial height. And then we're also going to have another one, which is like max drop. So this is the highest Y point it can go, and then this is the max drop is how far down it can go. So let's just define it here as max drop is equal to initial height minus, what's something reasonable to go with? I probably want to make this configurable actually, but let's just say for now it's like 4 units. I think is fine. But I probably do want to make that configurable. Okay, and then the last thing we do is... Before we move, we need to check if we would go past either of those bounds. Maybe I should call upper bound, lower bound. Upper height, lower height. I think this is a bit more verbose. I like bound more than height, actually. It's pretty more clearly a condition. Upper bound, and this is lower bound. Okay, like so. All right, and now what we're gonna do is... Okay, before we move, if transform.position.y plus speed is greater than upper bound, then we want to set them to be still. So I guess it's going to be the same thing if the opposite's true. Transform.position.y plus speed is a less than lower bound. Okay, if either of these things are going to be true, then we want to set weighting. Well, actually, we want to... Okay, I think there's a stop all coroutines on this behavior. Good, that's what I want. Stop all coroutines. Weighting is now false. And moving is also false. So we're going to pause. Actually, no, I'm not going to set moving to false, because then I want it to randomly determine a pause duration as well. So that's fine. I can just set waiting to false. It'll come back into the loop. It'll say, hey, I was moving. So now I'm going to start not moving. So that's fine. When is it got a false, stop all coroutines? I think that's all I need. Now it should go up and down between that range if we set this up properly. Stupid branch bug, I gotta get out of the way. I should probably update it to be not such a long possible pause duration. Okay, it's not actually working. As we can see, it's not working. This branch bug's giving me the shits. It's getting deleted. What's going on here? Why are we not working? If the position Y plus speed would be greater than upper bound or less than lower bound. Stop all our coroutines. And waiting is false. And that should trigger this if it works properly. Let me double check that the Y position I've got is correct. I'm pretty sure it's fine. Y19. Yeah, okay. So this is as low as it should go if this was working correctly. And it's not working correctly, but now we try to figure out why. Oh, I wonder if it's because I need to not look at my position. I need to look at the Spooder's position. It should actually be Spooder.transform.position.y. Yeah, that's probably right. Now, using the initial ones, I could use transform position. That's fine. No, actually, I don't want to use that either. I want this to be Spooder as well. Because I want this to be its upper limit by default. Alright, let's give this a spin. Okay, interesting that it's never waiting now. Isn't this copyright? I thought Pig Step was copyright. Like crazy. Huh? Apparently not. Damn, this is an absolute banger of a track, too. Oh, no! Okay, our spider's still going. He ain't stopping. Okay, so the question is, why is he no longer pausing, right? That's our main issue. He's no longer waiting ever. Now, why is that? Console.log. Oh, it's bloody debug, isn't it? Debug.log. Hit boundary. And I'm gonna reduce this to be like just 1, 1, whatever. It's fine. It's always gonna, it should always wait for 1 second. I'm constantly getting hit boundary. Suboptimal. Spooder's Y position. Ah, it's relative. Oh, that's really annoying. I also accidentally moved it, apparently. It's very amusing. Okay, so it's relative is the problem. Weird that it's not just staying permanently paused, though. I've clearly done something wrong. Stop all coroutines. So by default, moving is not defined. So when should I be toggling moving? By default, moving is false. Also, this should be if not moving, clearly. That's probably all it was, actually. I bet if I just toggle that, it'll work now. And it goes back into its loop. Okay. So it's if not moving, do this. It only gets set. So it's not moving and it waits and then eventually gets set to moving. And now it's moving. I feel like I flip it. This is false. I feel like I flip it when maybe it's at the start then. I think this will work how I want it to. If not moving, then I want to move. No, this is not what I want. It should be if moving. But now I'm flipping it at the start. I need to think this through a bit more. I'm just going to revert it to what it was. I'm going to fix the relative issue for the moment. Unity get child transforms scene position. Find out real position of a child game object. That's what I want. It's not relative to the parent. That's the world position. Game object that transforms to position. Only local position is relative to the parent. Transform position should give you the world position, but it's not, right? Am I crazy? Spooder.transform? Like, is that not spitting out this value, no? Transform dot position, the world space position of the transform. But this is not world space. It's definitely spitting this value out of me, right? Also, I should get rid of this branch block error. It's annoying me. Why am I not using vision range anywhere? Where am I doing the cost? Oh, did I never fix this? Huh. Huh. Oh no, that's looking down. Wait, hold on. Dude, I absolutely should comment this. Like, what the hell's going on here? If not pause and speed is equal to crawl speed. 8. Oh. Well, that's that. Narrator 2. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. That's all I have to do. Hey, it should stop whining at me now. Transform position is showing local. Transform position for child showing local in editor. How do I get the editor display child game object's world position? If I right click on the inspector view and select debug, then I can see the object's local position, but it doesn't seem to be a listing of the world position. Alright, so I guess the first thing to test then is what are we actually seeing, right? Where's Spooder here? So with Spooder, what are we seeing here? ddebug.log spooder.transform.position.y, and I put too many O's in that Spooder. And the other thing I want to debug.log is the speed. Position. Speed. Okay. And now let's... Let's see what that spits out at us. Okay, I'm gonna pause real quick. A whole bunch of logs. Position 16, which is actually correct. Okay, speed -2, yada yada yada. Alright. I have to fix some stuff here. I believe this is constantly racking up. It's constantly hitting the boundary, and I don't know why. It's 17, which is about right, and then it's gonna go -2. Oh, I know the issue. Okay, I figured it out. I need to be checking speed multiplied by delta time. So it should be using translation. So let's put this up here then. And then instead of speed, I'll use translation instead. And that should be all that was wrong with it, I hope. It's basically using a number that's way too big. Okay, I mean, it's more or less working how I wanted to. I just made a kit so that this moving thing is actually working properly. So when we stop all the coroutines and we set the weighting to false, I need to set moving to false as well, I guess. No, I need to set moving to true, which is like really unintuitive. No, I think I can just put this at the front, and it's fine because the weighting will cover it. It's still not working. It's so weird. Or... probably shouldn't be doing that. Probably should not be doing that, huh? That was strange. Okay, actually, I've noticed something, which is probably how that happened to begin with. Is that this should only move if it's in the else. Okay, so that's correct. Waiting is equal to false. So moving is false, right? Let's just step through this, yeah? Moving is false by definition at the start. Put these at the top. So moving starts out as false. We come into here, and the first thing we do is we say, hey, we're not moving, so start moving. And we determine a way to move, and we start a delay. Then we immediately start moving to be true. So we are moving now. We are moving, and the delay has also been set. We're also now waiting. Right? So we are moving and we are waiting. So do nothing. And this works. This is fine. Now the issue is what happens if this triggers. In which case, we're moving. So moving is true. We're now going to set waiting to false. The last thing is set speed to be 0. No, but it shouldn't even matter. Waiting's false, moving's true. Moving is true. Oh, do I need to set state? No, I don't have to do that either. Moving is true, waiting is false. Waiting is false, run this. Moving's true, so run this. Now go to 0. Why does it not pause? I don't get what's happening here. Uno momento. Whoa. That was the wrong button. Okay. I got hella bamboozled. Oh my god, I got so distracted. What the hell? Okay. Completely zoned out there. What are we doing? Yeah, this should just work. I don't know why it doesn't work. Let me try it again. See if it works. That's working, right? That's working. I think it's working. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what I did, but it's working now. Okay, so there's some few things we need to adjust. I want the wait delay to be like 1 to 2 seconds. Like 1 to 3 actually. And 1 to 2. No, yeah, 1 to 3. 1 to 3. And the last thing is, I want to, if I'm at my vertical cap, then I want to just move down. I don't want to just sit there. Also, I'm moving up too fast. I think this needs to be halved. 0.51 F. Doubled the... When I get this value, right? How do I figure this out? I mean, there's ways I can do it. If it's so annoying though. So action's either gonna be 1 or 2, and I want to flip the value. Pain in the ass, dude. Move up, move down. I mean, I should just be using an if-else statement at this point anyway, rather than a switch case, since I moved out one of them. This is hella bugging me that I can't just figure out like an easy way of doing this. Man, I don't know, dude. I feel like today's daily has not been particularly engaging. I've just been a bit slow. I mean, I can leave it. I can't think of like an elegant way to do this without making it like super ugly. I check like if the action is 1 and then like flip it, and then I don't want to do that. I'm gonna set int. I'm gonna set action to an int. Okay. I think I have an idea of what I want to do. Int action. If Spooder translated to position dot y plus, let's say plus 1. I mean like 0.5 is greater than upper bound. Action equals 2. Move down. Else if the opposite is true. Then move up. Else, go random. Else give me a random value into action. Okay. If we're too high, always move down. If we're too low, always move up. Else, pick me a random direction to go in and just run it. That should work. Bit of a mess, but it should work. Three seconds is too long for a delay. I should make it 1 to 2. Okay, but I like it though. I think it's at a good point now. So this is like it's a neutral, like, just I'm a spider and I'm vibing. And now we have to give it like an aggro radius. So this is it like facing left, I guess, and then I can flip it to get it to face right. Do I want to do that? Do I want to give it a facing direction? I think I just don't bother. Just have a bit, just give it an aggro rage. How do I want to define its vision radius? Do I just make a hitbox for it? I mean, that's like an easy way to do it, no? Just give it like a massive hitbox. Also, how do I do on collision enter for its child component? Because the script is here, right? Like the script is here, but I have the collider on the child. Do child colliders trigger parent on collision trigger? When child weapon collider is triggered, do child trigger runs parent trigger also? Parent contains box collider, contains on trigger. Parent's first child contains a box collider. Parent's first child of a child contains box collider. They do if the child does not have a kinematic rigid body. In this case, the collider of the parent basically is the sum of all colliders of itself and its child's compound collider. If you want them to behave individually, they need to have their own kinematic rigid bodies. Make sure they ignore each other in the on trigger enter though, e.g. via tag. Right, okay. Yeah, because you don't want them to like just overlap, which makes sense. So I have another option, which is I can just box cast. Can always just box cast. Because, you know, we love box casts here. Maybe I will just box cast then. I think boxcast is the easiest way to do it. It's like before we do anything, we boxcast to see... Actually, no, not before we do anything. If we're in neutral... If we're in the neutral state and we detect the player, then get out of neutral state. So I probably do want to move this waiting portion out then. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to do check to see if we detect the player. Vibe. Okay. If not waiting. Okay, and then I'll remove this from here, and then I want to do a box cast. So hit is hold on. Var hit is equal to physics 2d dot boxcast Here we go. Here's our favorite thing to do in the world. Origin, size, angle, direction. I want distance as well. Distance. Layer mask as well. This is the one I'm using. Okay. So origin is going to be transformed opposition. Then size is going to be new vector 2. The X value is going to be, I should set to be a customizable const. I'm just going to give it a value. The Y is 0. I guess that has to be 0 point something. 0.1f is fine. I wonder if you can just set it to 0 actually. Maybe you can. I should try and see if it works. 0 and the width for now will make, how far do we want it to be? 1, 2, this is 1, this is 3, this is 5, 7, probably like 9. 1, 3, so hold on. That's 1 box. Yo, what's up, TJL? How you doing? 1 box, 3 boxes, 5 boxes, 7 boxes, 9. I think 9's pretty good for a vision range. I could probably even do 11. Maybe like 10. 10? We're messing around with this spider enemy a bit. So we've kind of got him to like move up and down. But I'm now trying to get him to notice the player is the next thing. So he'll like randomly move up and down on this spider web, which is neat. But yeah, we're gonna right now we're gonna take him from like this just neutral kind of lurking state into like a into an aggroed state, whatever I called it, alert. So we're just trying to detect the player now. So 10 for the X, 0 for the Y. The angle's gonna be 0. Quaternion dots. Identity. The direction is gonna be vector 2 dots down. And then I just have to define the distance. And the distance is gonna be, how far down can it go? It'll be the same thing. It'll be 4. Okay, it doesn't like quaternion dot identity. I think I just pass in 0 here actually. Yeah, that works. If hit, we're just gonna say detected player. That is not how you write an if statement. If hit debug.log player detected. Oh, I need to add in a mask at the end actually. That's the last thing as well I need. Layer mask dot get mask player. Okay. With all that, it should work. If we've done it correctly. So if I'm standing inside, it should be detecting player. It's not. Alright. That's a good start. Love that. Why are we not hitting the player? Transform to position. Which is fine. There should be a static value. Oh, it might be because of this 0 thing. I mean, try and change it to 0.1f and see if it fixes it. Oh, it detects it up here. Huh. It's just like not going. Oh, I know why it's not going low enough. Okay, I should actually make it drop further. It's because it's set to 4. This actually needs to be like 6 probably. It's kind of annoying though because I have to define it per spider. It's not ideal. Like this should work very consistently now. Detected, and if I move out, we're not detected. Detected, not detected, detected. Okay. This is very consistent. The issue here is if I were to have multiple different spider enemies at different heights, I'd have to define all of the... I mean, I guess it would be okay. It wouldn't be that difficult to like change it in the editor. It's probably fine. Alright, but I think we get the spider to actually attack us in tomorrow's daily. I think I'm done with this for now. So I might just call it here. Yeah, tomorrow we'll get the make a projectile for the spider to shoot at us. Just some like ball probably. So like when it detects us, it'll stop moving. It'll enter the alert state and it'll start like actually attacking us. And then probably the way to get it to exit the alert state is to have the player be outside of its range for like a certain amount of time. Or just have like a distance threshold. I mean, it's going to be a distance no matter what. I mean, I theoretically should be able to kill the spider too, right? Just come down a little bit, buddy. Just a little more. Just a little more. Oh, went straight through him. Unlucky. Can I still hit the dummy? Okay, I can hit the dummy. Alright, that guy's hitbox not working properly at the moment, unfortunately. Oh, I haven't given him a tag yet. That's probably why. Let's tag him as enemy. Tag as enemy and try again. See if that fixes it. Dummy. Tag enemy, layer enemy. I do have an enemy layer. I don't think I have to do this. I don't think the layer is separate. I need to figure out like what the layer stuff's used for. I'm pretty sure it's just tag for layer mask. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Let me give it the enemy tag. It theoretically should work. Okay, it almost worked. The spider is currently invincible, but other than that, it worked. Okay, it almost works. It almost works. Oh, is the spider not inheriting from entity? It is. Huh. I wonder why. Why are we throwing nulls then? Explosion.start. Where's the entity class? I can't find the entity object. The entity component. Why not? I don't know why that doesn't work. Okay, but notably I do have to actually tag it here as enemy. Maybe it's a this. That is what has the collider. Still nulling. Null reference not set to an instance of an object. It's not able to find this component, I guess. Which is strange. Oh, I bet it's because it's colliding with this, but because it's because the script's on the parent. Ah, that's kind of annoying. I'm gonna have to think through how that works. Yeah, because the entity script is on the parent there. Oh, that's really annoying, actually. Herm. Because there's get component in children, but I don't think there's a get component in parents. Get components. Oh, there is get component in parent. Is there like a get component in any? Is a component in children in parent? I'll have to think about how I want to handle this. Because the collider is on the child object, but the script is on the parent. I mean, we can do checks. We can like first try to get the... We can first try to get this, and if this doesn't exist, then we try to get the parent. We try to get out of the parent. If it doesn't exist in the parent, we try to get out of the child. And if none of them exist, then I've fucked something up, clearly. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to think this through a bit more next time. Anywho, I think we are done for today's daily. So thanks everyone who stopped by for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll be on tomorrow for the next one, and I will catch you around. Have a good one.